Hello, Gene. This will be some week 3 video feedback for you, and I'll start with the discussion on ethics and copyright. Gene, I do agree with you that I would tend to, or I tended to think this way too, that it wasn't an appropriate defense to claim that there were substantial changes made from the Frank Davidovich ad or photograph to be considered anything but plagiarism. But once part of Kuhn's defense was that he had made substantial changes in all the subtle details. For example, he used the face of his ex-wife in place of what had been the NAF model. And it's things like that, just flirting with the edge. But moreover, the settlement from this was a mere fraction of what a single artwork by Jeff Koons goes for. And so, this is probably a very economical way of getting notoriety. Anyway, your post is really well referenced, and also, I appreciate that it is formatted so nicely. Good job. It shows that you take your graphic design sensibilities to whatever two-dimensional surface you're working on. Good job, Gene. Gene, here is your silhouetted file. That, by the way, was Nina Lozon's that you just saw. And, it might be worth looking at the feedback other students are giving in their discussion board threads from last week. First thing I'm going to check, this looks really nice, by the way, before I get too far, but I'm going to check the image size. And so off screen here, under image size, I see this is 6 inches tall and 4 inches wide at 300 dpi. So it's useful, but only as it won't be able to fill the page with it. Okay, so having said that, what's really commendable is that you have adjustment layers and you have your mask. This is interesting. I just turned that off and I saw something that looked in the piecemeal. Not sure what that is about. Curious. Photo filter. Wow, I don't know. That looks anyway. It looks great. You've got both a mask and adjustment layers on it. Plus, you've got the thing in its entirety in the file. So good job. Just watch your resolution or the size that you make it. Gene, when I open up your 2.2 exercise, I'm getting this warning that I'm missing a linked file. It's really important to know how to link a file versus embedding a file. Although it usually makes a file larger, embedding is a better choice because the file then becomes freestanding and doesn't depend on any exterior links. So I'm just going to click through these, ignore it, just to look at your file. Everything else looks to be correct. You've got the color solid there, and you've got the logo in place, the vector-based logo. So how do you embed an image? Well, hopefully I can do this. Let's go to that layer that you had, which had the photo. I'm thinking it's this one, right? No, that is the logo. Let me create a new layer. Oops, no, that's clipping past. New layer, there we go. And I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to call it photo, background photo here. Am I spelling photo right? And then I'm going to go File, Place. Okay. Now here's where it gets tricky. Make sure that this is not selected. You see this little link down here? Link. Make sure it's not selected. Then you can go and place whatever document. This is in the cloud, and I should be able to select place if it were on my desktop. But just here's the thing. if you want to embed an image, make sure that you deselect link. And it's such a small little feature of the interface. Very confusing. Okay, that's it. Gene, I look forward to seeing how your ads shape up.